Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Devi Shesha Shunyavadi Pasyachare Shatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada.
Charanarvindam Mahaprabhu Kirtanandritya Gita Varitramadyan Manasora Sena Mahaprabhu Kirtanandritya Gita Varitramadyan Manasora Sena Romanchakam Pashu Taranga Bajo Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Romanchakam Pashu Taranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Shri Vigrahara Dana Nityanana Shingaratan Mandira Majanado Shri Vigrahara Dana Nityanana Shingaratan Mandira Majanado Yuktasya Bhaktam Chaniyanjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Yuktasya Bhaktam Chaniyanjatopi Guru Shri Charanarvindam Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasado Swadwana Triptan Hari Bhakta Sangan Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasado Swadwana Triptan Kritvaiva Triptim Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Kritvaiva Triptim Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Shri Radhika Madhavayora Madhurya Leela Gunarupanam Nam Shri Radhika Madhavayora Madhurya Leela Nam Nam Pratikshana Swadana Lolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Pratikshana Swadana Lolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Nikunjayuno Rati Kelisiddhaya Libiyuk Tirupekshaniya Nikunjayuno Rati Kelisiddhaya Libiyuk Tirupekshaniya Tatrati Dakshad Ati Vallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Tatrati Dakshad Ati Vallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Sakshadhari Tvena Samastra Shastra Uktastattabhav Yata Eva Sadabhi Sadhari Tvena Samastra Shastra Uktastattabhav Yata Eva Sadabhi Kintu Prabodhya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Kintu Prabodhya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi Sadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi Jayam Stuvam Stasya Yashastri Sandhyam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Jayam Stuvam Stasya Yashastri Sandhyam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Samsara Dhavanalita Loka Pranaya Karunya Ghana Ghana Tvam samsara davana lalida loka pranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam praptasya kalyana gunanavasya vande guru shri charanarvindam praptasya kalyana gunanavasya vande guru shri charanarvindam 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 nama om vishnu pada nama om vishnu padaya krishna prasthaya bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nidishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. We can conclude now. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Jayam Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtatara Shatashishi Madhabhacharana Aravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki. ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajagacharya Ashtatara Shatashishi Mat Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki. Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda Ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki. ISKCON Guru Vrinda Ki. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki. Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadvaita Gadadhar Shivas Hari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakunda Radhakunda Giri Govardhan Ki. Vrajabhumi Vrindavan Dham Ki. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki. Ganga Mai Ki. Yamuna Mai Ki. Bhakti Devi Ki. Tulsi Devi Ki. Srila Prabhupada's Vyas Puja Ki. Srila Prabhupada's Vyas Puja Ki. Srila Prabhupada's Vyas Puja Ki. Samaveta Bhaktavinda Ki. Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Garavani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shinyavadi Paschajade Shatarane.
Jai Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja Mahotsava Ki. Srila Prabhupada's 125th Vyasa Puja Mahotsava Ki. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, dear devotees here at Radha Radhanath Temple and who are joining us online for the ISKCON Durban Srila Prabhupada Vyasa Puja Festival. We have a small program here organized at the Radha Radhanath Temple in Srila Prabhupada's rooms, where we have a very nice deity, very merciful deity of Srila Prabhupada that we worship every day, every morning with seva. We have gathered here with about 15, 16 devotees to honor Srila Prabhupada. The last few days, we had wonderful association of many, many hundreds of devotees of Srila Prabhupada, devotees of Sri Sri Radha Radhanath coming to the temple, having darshan, offering their prayers, accepting prasad and leaving. It was quite a change from last year's Janmashtami and Vyasa Puja festival when we were in a complete lockdown. So it was very enlivening to see so many devotees and witness the feelings of relief and happiness upon being able to come to the temple again, have darshan of Sri Sri Radha Radhanath, Lord Chaitanya and Srila Prabhupada. And today was, in some ways, whenever I went up to see what the crowds were like, it seemed busier than even yesterday. It actually seemed like that there were more people coming to have darshan of the deities and Srila Prabhupada and Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja than there was on Janmashtami. It was quite something. So today we will start the program by referring to the BBT Africa Vyasa Puja book that has just been recently published, facilitating devotees all over the African continent to present their offerings, share their homages to Srila Prabhupada. And we will read the meaning of Vyasa Puja that was prepared by one of the senior devotees on the African continent, His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodar Swami. Thereafter, we will proceed to invite His Grace Ramanujacharya Prabhu and His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj, very senior disciples of Srila Prabhupada, serving in South Africa for over 40 years, the pillars of our movement here in South Africa. So, meaning of Vyasa Puja by His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodar Swami. Srila Vyasadeva is the literary incarnation of God, Lord Sri Krishna. Vyas means Srila Vyasadeva, and Puja means worship. Thus, Vyasa Puja means the worship of Srila Vyasadeva, which takes place on the anniversary of the spiritual master's appearance on earth. Srila Vyasadeva's appearance was divine and very auspicious for the world, especially for fortunate souls who know its value and are taking part in Krishna consciousness. His appearance was divine because he shone a light on the path of perfection for the world. Indeed, his appearance was not forced by material nature, as are the births of the conditioned souls in the material world. In a lecture on Srimad Bhagavatam, given in London on 15th July 1972, Srila Prabhupada said, Vyas means Guru, because he's our original Guru. When spiritual master's birthday is observed, it is called Vyas Puja. This Vyas Puja means a spiritual master is representative of Vyas. Just like we are teaching this Bhagavad Dharma, the Srimad Bhagavatam, we are following the footsteps of Vyasadeva. So actually the preacher's seat is Vyasadev's asan. It is the seat of Vyas. Just like in the high court, the seat of judgment, or what is it called? That seat, nobody else can sit there in that seat. Only the high court judge, representative of king or giving law to the citizens, he can sit down. Similarly, the Vyasasan is occupied by the representative of Vyasadeva, who can speak on behalf of Vyasadeva. That is the system. All bona fide spiritual masters in the disciplic succession from Srila Vyasadeva are worshipable by their disciples, especially on Vyas Puja day. On that auspicious day, full respect and honor are duly given to one's spiritual master, exactly as one would respect God. Why? Are we not worshipping a human being? Is this some sort of personality cult? No. We are not worshipping an ordinary human being, nor is this worship a feature of a personality cult. The spiritual master's qualification is that he does not speak any nonsense. Instead, he only speaks what he has heard from the previous acharyas. Acharya Van Purusho Veda. One who approaches a bona fide spiritual master can understand everything about spiritual realization. This is from Chandogya Upanishad 6.14.2. And Acharya Upasanam. Approach a bona fide spiritual master. Bhagavad Gita 13.8. Therefore, we offer him all respect and honor him as the representative of the Almighty Godhead, Krishna. We worship Krishna through the bona fide spiritual master, who is like a postman collecting letters and money and delivering them to the recipient. He will not take anything for himself, because whatever he delivers does not belong to him personally. In order to advance in Krishna consciousness, disciples must follow their spiritual master in full surrender and serve him as a menial servant without false prestige. In representing the acharyas and Krishna, a bona fide spiritual master takes a great risk, and his disciples appreciate this as well. And his disciples appreciate this as well as his wonderful qualities. Therefore, they glorify him daily, especially on his appearance day, Vyas Puja, a day on which a spiritual master may carefully examine his disciples through their offerings. Srila Prabhupada ki. Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja ki. Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for your association. I have an offering that I wrote for this year. It's entitled this is three things together. With Srila Prabhupada in Vrindavan during Kartik. In April 1972, Karandar Prabhu, the temple president of the Los Angeles Temple on Watseka Avenue, asked me to come and see him. I had been staying at the Laguna Beach Temple. Laguna Beach is a little bit south. It's between Los Angeles and San Diego. Srila Prabhupada wanted more of his Western disciples to come to India, so I was to be part of the second wave. I joined a traveling Sankirtan party led by Sridhar Das Brahmachari, later Sridhar Swami, in order to collect money for our airfare. In May, we flew to New York, then on Egypt Air to London, where we spent the night at the Bury Street Temple. From there we flew to Bombay via Cairo. After a couple of months in Juhu, I traveled by train to Porbandar, Gujarat, with Dinanath Das Brahmachari. Dinanath is an African-American devotee who is very good at playing the mridanga and leading kirtan. He was the leader of our party. Porbandar is the birthplace of Sudama Vipra, Lord Krishna's friend. Prabhupada had come to Vrindavan to observe the Kartik season from October 16th to November 14th. That was in 1972. He was lecturing daily at the Samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami in the compound of the Radha Damodar temple, speaking from the Nectar of Devotion, his own translation of Srila Rupa Goswami's book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. He had invited devotees to join him for Kartik in Vrindavan, and now a few dozen devotees from America, Europe, India, and other parts of the world had gathered to be with him. So in a very blissful mood, we traveled by train from Porbandar to Vrindavan. Being a great fan of the Krishna book, I was most anxious to visit Vrindavan. We would not only be visiting Vrindavan, but we would also be with Srila Prabhupada in Vrindavan. We didn't know it was Kartik, but it was Kartik also. Srila Prabhupada moved into his 2 small rooms at the Radha Damodar temple, while his disciples stayed nearby in the former palace of the Maharaj of Bharatpur. It was located at Keshigat on the bank of the Yamuna. Staying in this old stone building was rather austere. There was no furniture, running water, or electricity, but we didn't care. We were with Srila Prabhupada in Vrindavan during the month of Kartik. When we first arrived in Vrindavan, Dinanath Prabhu took me to Srila Prabhupada's rooms at Radha Damodar. When I looked into the larger room, I saw Srila Prabhupada speaking to a room packed with his disciples. Srila Prabhupada looked at me standing in the doorway and asked, "What is your name?" I replied, "Ramanujacharya Das Brahmachari." He responded with a huge, ecstatic, merciful smile. "Thank you, Srila Prabhupada." Prabhupada lectured both morning and evening, sitting on a simple asana about 2 feet high, a bare bulb suspended over his head in the evening. Prabhupada would address his disciples and the few interested guests who sat before him. Pradyumna Prabhu would read from the Nectar of Devotion, and Prabhupada would interject extensive philosophical comments on attaining pure love of Krishna through the successive stages of Bhakti Yoga. When Prabhupada's talks were especially for his disciples, he also stressed that the Brahmins of India, while Prabhupada's talks were especially for his disciples, he also stressed that the Brahmins of India should accept the Western Vaishnavas, and he cited dozens of scriptural references to prove his point that birth status, being a material designation, did not apply to spiritual life. Stressing preaching as the essence of Krishna consciousness, he urged the disciples present to continue propagating the Krishna consciousness movement. On the 21st of October, in the middle of Srila Prabhupada's morning lecture on the Nectar Devotion, he read out this exciting news. This is a quote. "Just now I have received one newspaper cutting from Durban, South Africa. These 2 young Goswamis are preaching very successfully in South Africa. Rishi Kumar Goswami and Shuddhi Das Brahmachari have gone to South Africa to spread the word, quote, Krishna's message for SA, end quote, South Africa. So by the grace of Lord Chaitanya," this is Prabhupada speaking, "so by the grace of Lord Chaitanya, the message of his Lordship is going on nicely all over the world, and," focusing his attention back to the devotees present, "you are also members of the society to preach this message, Priti Bite Ache Joto Nagar Adigram, and you will get strength the more you preach." I had never heard of South Africa. Little did I know that 2 years later I would go there and spend most of my life serving there. Prabhupada's disciples were thrilled by these talks and by Prabhupada's personal dealings with them in the intimate atmosphere of his rooms at the Radha Damodar temple. He referred to his rooms there as his eternal residence. It was the place where he had actually begun his plans for the Krishna consciousness movement. He would rise early and begin translating the Srimad Bhagavatam and dictating his purports. At arti time, he would open the shutters of his rooms and behold the deities. At other times, the devotees might see him walking on the terrace above his rooms, chanting japa. They found him always available to them to answer questions and help them with their personal problems. On occasion, I got the opportunity to fan Srila Prabhupada with a chamara while he was speaking. One time, while he was circumambulating the samadhis of our acharyas in the Radha Damodar compound, I took the dust from his lotus footprint and put it on my head. During this period, Srila Prabhupada wanted a kirtan party to daily go from Seva Kunj out to the construction site of the future Krishna Balaram temple in Ramanreti. Achyutananda Prabhu was leading the party and I was accompanying him on Mridanga. This month in Vrindavan with Srila Prabhupada has to have been one of the best months of my life in Krishna consciousness. By the mercy of Krishna, one gets a spiritual master, and by the mercy of the spiritual master, one gets Krishna. Thank you, Krishna, and thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Ramanujacharya Das. Srila Prabhupada Ki!
Thank you, Ramanujacharya Prabhu. Now we'll request His Holiness Dr. Chaitanya Swami Maharaj to present his offering. And if there's any devotees in the room that have some offerings prepared, you can let me know and we can also have you read them. You can just signal to me. I do have the Vyasa Puja book on my computer. If you've written it, you can get it from me as well. So just let me know. Prabhu?
Hare Krishna. Nama Vishnupadaya Krishna Presta Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Samaniti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Pastyachateshtarane Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchkapaturabhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha. Paditanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. So my offering this year is based around focusing on Srimad Bhagavatam 11th Canto, Chapter 17, verse 27. So in this verse, Lord Krishna says, Acharya mam vijaniyan, navamanyeta karhi chit, namarcha buddhyasuyeta, sarvadeva mayo guru. Translation, one should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all the demigods. Unquote. I first encountered this verse when reading Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita many years ago. It appears there as Adi Leela chapter 1 verse 46. And you, Srila Prabhupada, give a very profound and pointed purport to it there. First, you emphasize how the bona fide spiritual master is like a parent, without whose attentive service a child cannot grow up to become a proper adult. In a similar way, a disciple cannot come to the level of proper Krishna consciousness without the dedicated help of the Guru. It never ceases to amaze me, Srila Prabhupada, how you are helping us directly by your presence in our lives, in your service, and indirectly through our God brothers and God sisters to develop in Krishna consciousness. This Kali Yuga is such a hopeless time. As the Bhagavatam says, in this age, men almost always have but short lives. They're quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed. Unquote. If that were not bad enough, along comes the COVID pandemic, which compounds the craziness and drives even a number of devotees into extreme states of mind. But Srila Prabhupada, with the anchor of your instructions, your sincere followers are able not only to remain steady in the storm, but to find innovative ways to spread the mission of Krishna consciousness in times which seemingly paralyze many of the well-intentioned and drive others into frenzies of foolishness that complicate an already bewildering situation. You go on in that purport to explain how the spiritual master is an acharya, or a transcendental professor, who teaches the disciples the Vedic understanding in detail and gives them second births on the spiritual platform. Coming close to the bona fide acharya such as yourself opens the doors to transcendence in ways no other person is able to do. And this is an act of such incomprehensible compassion that you, Srila Prabhupada, are none other than the Supreme Personality of Server to Godhead, the Ashraya Vigraha, or the form of the Lord one must take shelter of. We have seen how being connected with you has revolutionized our lives, in happy times and sad, and even in these strange days of COVID. Those who do as you have instructed continue making progress and experience the nectar of immortality in their lives. In the beginning of our devotee lives, we didn't really know what to expect, but whatever we had in mind, Krishna consciousness and your protection has exceeded any ideas we had in terms of practicality and real experience. Therefore, our Srimad Bhagavatam verse tells us to never envy you, Srila Prabhupada. We must never think that our future in Krishna consciousness can ever be improved by concocting our own ideas and somehow avoiding what you've given us. As you say in the purport, quote, a bona fide acharya is non-different from the personality of Godhead, and therefore to envy such an acharya is to envy the personality of Godhead himself. This will produce an effect subversive of transcendental realization, unquote. You are one of the confidential associates of Srimati Radharani, or a manifested representation of Lord Nityananda, or quite likely, in your own transcendental way, both. My life is dependent on you, and other than your shelter, there's nothing auspicious in my existence. I humbly pray at your lotus feet to continue being merciful to this undeserving person, and please keep accepting my small attempts at serving you. May your glories be spread throughout the three worlds. Your servant, Bhakti Chaitanya Swami.
Thank you, Maharaj. Srila Prabhupada ki. So now we'll have Raghunath Bhatta Prabhu present his offering.
Hare Krishna. So I just wrote a short offering, but I would like to mention a few things that I was thinking of this morning also. Dear Srila Prabhupada, Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to your divine grace. I am residing at the Sri Sri Radha Radhanath temple and have the good fortune to see you daily in your Murti form and chant by you. I also have the great opportunity to do your arti. While offering you the lamb, flower, water and flowers, I mention to you that this is from our deities. I am confident that you are hearing me, but due to my conditioning, I am not hearing you. Still, I must say that this has helped me to develop a personal relationship with you. I look forward to performing arti to you in your Murti form, and I do so in a deep meditative way. Recently, I had a dream of you, wherein you acknowledged my presence. I knew this because some devotees came looking for me as I was out of their sight. You responded that I was around. In that dream, I was also looking for you, and I could not see you, but still I could feel your presence. I am praying that when I leave this world, that I can be in your association in Goloka Vrindavan. Your servant Raghunath Patadas. So I just thought of mentioning this morning, I was thinking of Srila Prabhupada very much, also doing the arti for Prabhupada this morning, and thinking of him and his compassion and mercy, and how we can have a relationship with Prabhupada even in this Murti form. So, it always dawns upon me, what should I do for Prabhupada? I have to do something, and I like to do a lot of service for him, and what pleases him. So this morning I was thinking of making arrangements to send some books to Mozambique with the Portuguese language, and tomorrow I will get the BBT to arrange to send those books to Mozambique. So we have to do some service for Srila Prabhupada and please him and spread Krishna consciousness. On many instances we took Prabhupada in his Murti form. Many instances we accompanied Srila Prabhupada. In one Christmas marathon, it was a Christmas carnival actually, held by the municipality, Durban municipality. We, maybe about 60, 70 devotees. That was from the Newlands Namahata. We went out on a truck and we took Srila Prabhupada. It was really raining but there was so much of people in the city center and we were dancing. And there were many other groups, many other religious groups and from other faiths also. But the SABC focused on Srila Prabhupada, and we danced for a long while right down to West Street, Smith Street, like that. And with Srila Prabhupada, but Srila Prabhupada was wet that day. I think Swarup Damodar Prabhu remembers that. It was really sad. We were feeling bad that Prabhupada got wet. But at the same time, I was so happy that he was giving his mercy to so many people. On another instant, also in his Murti form, Srila Prabhupada, we were invited for the Diwali festival by the Hindu Sabha. And we were meant to we actually started at Prince Edward Street, but Prabhupada had not come. And we were waiting for Prabhupada for a long while. And we had the chariot, the small chariot. And in anxiety, so we didn't know what to do. So we started leading our kirtan. There's few of us with just few of us were leading the kirtan, and we put a picture of Mother Yashoda binding Krishna on the chariot, and we were pulling the chariot and chanting Hare Krishna. And we reached from Prince Edward Street, we came down to Grey Street. right by the IPC, but the mosque and the IPC, the Islamic Propagation Center. And then Prabhupada had arrived, and by then, many people had gathered around, and it was amazing. There were so many people, and we carried Srila Prabhupada from the car, and we put him onto the chariot, onto Vyasasan. It was just so amazing. And recently I found those photographs. It was an African lady who photographed Prabhupada and came to my workplace and delivered it to me. So I have like very interesting photographs of how we placed Prabhupada. But subsequently, just not very long after that, we received a received a letter from the IPC, wanting Srila Prabhupada's books. So we gave them all Srila Prabhupada's books. And this morning I was looking at, they gave me a Quran. So it's interesting how Prabhupada, if we can have a relationship with him, he is here, but we know this is Prabhupada's, and we can have our relationship with him, and he can direct us from time to time. Whenever I'm in like anxiety or trouble, I always come to Srila Prabhupada and speak to him and get direction from him. Hare Krishna.
My dearest Srila Prabhupada, kindly accept my most humble obeisances at your divine lotus feet. All glories to you on this most auspicious day of your Vyasa Puja. Many, many years ago, we met your soldiers singing the Mahamantra. They looked very glorious, but in all my stupidity, I thought that these boys have nothing else to do, and if only they get some education and hold a job, it would be more worthwhile than being on the street. One of the boys spoke so eloquently to us, but being so ignorant, I didn't realize that common sense does not come with a degree. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for saving me. Just lately, I realized that a meaningful life is not about being rich, popular, or famous. It is about being humble, being real, strong, and upright, and to be able to share the truth, no matter how painful it is. Only honesty can be shared by others with love. How do I move it? And which will in turn take care of others, because honesty does not shine on your face, it shines through your heart. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for saving me. Life and death are two unavoidable threats in life. We should always be wary about how we judge others and take care of our own deeds. If I die at this moment, how will I be judged? If I make a mistake, then I should correct it immediately, as one may never have another chance. Good and evil walk hand in hand. If one pursues only happiness, then one will also get grief. All the wealth, ego, and envy is left behind when we leave. But there is something more we can do before we reach the end. Dear Srila Prabhupada, we can be good devotees who are loving and caring, just like the lotus flower who retains its beauty and fragrance even while growing in slush and dirty water. This is a silent reminder to us devotees to remain steadfast and upright in the quest for the ultimate, to always remember Krishna and never forget him. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for all that you have done and all that you continue to do. I beg to hold on to your lotus feet and never leave this beautiful house that you built for the entire world to live in. Begging always to serve your devotees, Lalita Kun Devi Dasi.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatai Desatarine. My dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you on this most auspicious Vyasa Puja. Srila Prabhupada, you gave us the spiritual world where every step is a dance and every word is a song, and a festival every day. The question is, how did you do it in your ripe old age? Indeed, it was divine intervention and the eagerness to save us fallen souls from this quagmire of material entanglement. Your soft heart and compassionate nature gave you the impetus to cross the seas to reclaim Krishna's servants who were loitering in this world, oblivious to their spiritual identity. Srila Prabhupada, you left behind the great teachings of the Guru Parampara, which surpasses all other knowledge. It can be challenged. It cannot be challenged because it is directly coming from the source of all knowledge, Krishna, a wealth of information that transforms the heart of all sincere seekers of the absolute truth. It is difficult to preach in this challenging times, but just by assisting your sons and daughters, your disciples, we are sure to please you through our little endeavors. By saying thank you, Srila Prabhupada, is putting it mildly to show our appreciation. What is required is for us to live our lives 10% according to your instructions. That is the best way to repay our debt to you, because we owe you our lives. I want to sign off with these words, as it was your desire for us to express our love for you by the way we cooperate with each other. Lots of love from your granddaughter, Rangadevi Dasi.
My dearest Srila Prabhupada, please accept my most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace on this most auspicious day of your Sri Vyasa Puja. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prajanine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Prastachate Statarine. Srila Prabhupada, I am very grateful to your divine grace for allowing me to reside at one of your homes and giving me the privilege of devotional service. In this time of the pandemic, where people are restricted from going to their places of worship, I am very fortunate that by your causeless mercy I can still come to your morning programs and be able to render devotional service. It is very easy to become complacent in one's practice and to also become overfamiliar. Please help me to remain focused and not to get sidetracked. Srila Prabhupada, on days like these, your mercy is more easily accessible. So I pray to your divine grace that you bestow your mercy upon this most fallen, conditioned soul, so that I may be able to dive deep into your books and to be able to churn the nectar, and also to be able to give this good fortune to others. Srila Prabhupada, you mentioned that 90% of our advancement in Krishna consciousness is based on association. This is most difficult for me, and I can never get it right. It is like a razor's edge. One slip and you can cut yourself. Please help me, Srila Prabhupada, so that I can get it right in this one lifetime and not want to come back to rectify the same fault. Srila Prabhupada, I am very indebted to your divine grace for everything that you have given us and for making our lives so simple and easy to practice spiritual life. Eternally indebted to your divine grace, your unworthy granddaughter and servant, Nikunja Sevadasi. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto your divine grace, the most magnanimous personality whose compassion for all of us brought you to the West to rescue us from our material entanglement and to revive our understanding that we are eternal servants of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. The present pandemic has given me an opportunity to render more service to Sri Sri Radha Radhanath and their dear devotees. It is a wonderful and enlivening experience, engaging in service I have not done before. This has encouraged me to pray deeply for your mercy, as I am incompetent and inexperienced. Srila Prabhupada, I feel you by my side day after day, week after week, month after month. And now, over a year later, we are still serving under lockdown. I am so grateful for your divine grace's mercy. Now a glimpse of knowing what it means to be an instrument in the hands of the spiritual master is dawning upon me. This service has instilled in me a small hankering to serve your divine grace in the spiritual world. I know the quality of my service is poor. My appreciation of your dear devotees is weak, and I am a wayward representative of your divine grace. Still, please make me an object of your mercy and allow me to perfect this life. I am remembering your words in the Nectar of Devotion, chapter 18, quoting our previous acharyas, and I offer the same prayer to your lotus feet. Quote, I have no love for Krishna, nor for the courses developing love of Krishna, namely hearing and chanting, and the process of bhakti by which one is always thinking of Krishna and fixing his lotus feet in the heart is also lacking in me. As far as philosophical knowledge or pious works are concerned, I don't see any opportunity for me to execute such activities. But above all, I am not even born of a nice family. Therefore, I must simply pray to you, Gopijana Vallabha, Krishna, the maintainer and beloved of the gopis. I simply wish and hope that some way or other I may be able to approach your lotus feet, and this hope is giving me pain, because I think myself quite incompetent to approach that transcendental goal of life. Unquote. All glories to your divine grace. your grateful and dependent granddaughter Sukumari Dasi. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitya Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavari Paschatade Shatarine. Dear Shri Prabhupada, I bow down before you. Each year gives me more reasons to be humble and opportunities to be grateful and leaves me starstruck at your grace. I'm hoping to meet you in this offering. If I were to sit before you, where would it be? Vrindavan? In your rooms in Vrindavan? Or maybe your samadhi in the early hours? Or by the raw red bricks of your kitchen at Radha Damodar? I choose the red bricks because there they remind me of raw honesty. And maybe that is the only way I can meet you. My next thought is, and what would you think of me? Would you look at my half-baked attempt of bhakti with disdain or compassion? Maybe both. If I had the courage to look you in the eye, what would I tell you? Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for giving me a wonderful life. Whatever I am is by your kindness. Whatever I am not is my lacking. I struggle, Srila Prabhupada, to bridge the gaps between doing and being. I see the need to be authentic and introspective in my practice, but I fear that it comes at the cost of losing focus on your mission. It's my naivety. Whatever happens, let me be true to you and to myself. I feel the winds of change blow through your home. The dust rises, obscuring my vision, and yet change can be a great thing, even if it feels impossible. Help me know you so that I know when to bend with the breeze and when to be a windbreaker. You wanted us to go to the future, the one place you could not go in physical form. You wanted us to treat people in such a way that they would know that Krishna loves them. This vision blows my mind. I am in the future, and I feel your love, and soon I will be in the past. To learn to treat every individual in this fashion is to actually see a person, and it takes so much. To show Krishna's love in how I treat every being means I have to also see myself in that light too. Pandita Sama Darshana. I doubt that I have that in me. I can't be satisfied until I do. Dear Srila Prabhupada, help me be such a person and inspire that mood in others. The spiritual master gives one a vision for one's life that is far greater than we can ever have on our own. The Acharya has a vision for the world and every soul in it, a customized one. For this moment, Srila Prabhupada, I put aside what I think I know. I kneel at your feet, gently worshipping them, and ask, how can I, with integrity and authenticity, align with your vision? A servant of your servant, Rukmini Devi Dasi.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my respectful obeisances in the dust of your divine lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. Nama Shreshtam Manumapi Sachiputra Matra Swarupam Rupam Tasya Grajam Urupurim Maturim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Girivaram Ahoradika Madhavasham Prapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Shri Gurum Tannatosmi. I bow down to the beautiful lotus feet of my spiritual master, by whose causeless mercy I have received the supreme holy name, the divine mantra, the service of the son of Sachi Mata, the association of Swarup Damodar, Rupa Goswami, and his older brother Sanatan Goswami, the supreme abode of Mathura, the blissful abode of Vrindavan, the divine Radhakund and Govardhan Hill, and the desire within my heart for the loving service of Sri Radhika and Madhava in Vrindavan. Sri Mukta Charita. Srila Prabhupada, you have blessed us with an array of transcendental bequests. The all-merciful holy names, your books, temples, and gorgeously worshipped deities, festivals, Krishna Prasadam, the holy dhams, service, and the association of your devotees. Your genius and practical styled arrangements of these gifts in our lives have bestowed immense auspiciousness in all of our lives. The benefit of these gifts is perceptible while we are linked with them, but their auspiciousness is most perceptible when we are separated from them. While in the midst of a global COVID-19 pandemic over the past 18 months, we were deprived of our usual connection to your many gifts and had to adjust and resort to novel approaches to connect with your gifts. Many devotees used the situation to their spiritual advantage by systematically accessing your books through the abundance of classes and courses presented by so many of your advanced followers. Still, so much changed. Deities and temples were inaccessible, honoring prasadam in the association of devotees no longer possible, and festivals put on indefinite hold. Of all of your gifts to us, one that I have come to most appreciate during this time is the association of your advanced followers. Being separated from them has proven to be exceedingly painful. My spiritual life has been primarily dependent on the association of your beloved spiritual sons, and I have experienced a minute fraction of what Srila Ramananda Rai expressed. Krishna Bhakta Viraha Vena Dukkha Nahi Deki Para. Apart from separation from the devotee of Krishna, I know of no unbearable unhappiness. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya 8-48. The Lord's independent will manifested through the pandemic also caused for us the permanent separation, hopefully only for this lifetime, of some of those dearest to us and most dear to your entire movement. In particular, I am still coming to terms with the disappearance of your dearest servant, Srila Bhakti Charu Swami. His commitment and love for you truly inspired everyone. How proud you must have been to have him as a disciple. He was that servant of yours who inspired in me a commitment of lifelong service at your lotus feet. I owe so much to him. Srila Prabhupada, what would we do without your intimate followers? They are truly your greatest gift to us. They carry your love, your example, your precepts, and your dreams in their hearts. And they inspire us to connect with your love and mission. In the many of your intimate disciples whom I have had the benediction of serving, I can easily detect the purity of commitment. I can easily detect the purity of their commitment to your lotus feet. In my spiritual master, His Holiness Giriraj Swami, one can appreciate a deep surrender to do anything and everything you would ask of him. A remarkable example of a surrendered disciple, inspired by the ultimate example of your deep commitment to your Guru Maharaj. We marvel at His Holiness Indradumna Swami's constant and innovative endeavors to share the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, something you exemplified like no other Acharya in history. In His Holiness B.B. Govinda Swami, we find the love of a genuine friend, no matter what their circumstances are. You too saw the spirit soul in all persons, and, manifesting the potency of the Lord's friendship, became everyone's best friend. In His Holiness Parthasarathi Das Goswami, we learn how to transform adversity into opportunity. No one quite manifested this trait like you, Srila Prabhupada. Despite so many setbacks and disappointments, you persevered and relished your service to your spiritual master and Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. In His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami, we find the strengthening example of consistency in spiritual practice you yourself displayed. In His Holiness Devamrita Swami, we find a deeply intelligent commitment to your books, the books you painstakingly endeavored to gift to the world. In this way, hundreds of your intimate followers are carefully reflecting your many wonderful qualities. Despite the uninspiring challenges posed by immature and envious persons, these followers of yours find great pleasure in deepening their relationship with your divine grace and guiding thousands of others to do the same. Srila Prabhupada, thank you for your disciples and followers. They are faithfully and determinedly continuing the Gaudiya Parampara by your empowerment and blessings. Please guide us all to worship your lotus feet by also worshipping those that are dedicated to those lotus feet. Please bless me eternally. Please bless me to be eternally associated with your devotees. Hare Krishna, always desiring your service, Swarup Damodara Das. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada's Maha Mahotsava ki, Vyasa Puja Maha Mahotsava ki, Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna devotees, so now we will proceed to Pushpa Puja, Pushpanjali prayers, an offering of flower petals, and then Guru Puja. So if we could please rise and maybe move your chairs outside as efficiently as possible.
So we're going to offer flowers 3 times. Just bear that in mind for your flower supply. So responsively, please. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachadane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dejatarane Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shemate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namane Shibarshabhanabi Devi Daitaya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha Madhuryojvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shimurtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudapa Siddhanta Dvantaharine Namo Gaurakishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralamba Rasambode Padam Pujaya Te Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachitananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gauravirbhava Bhumestwam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priyaha Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Sri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvashe Namaha Panchatattva Atmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jayatam Surato Pango Mamamanda Matirgati Matsarvasva Padambojo Radha Madana Mohano Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpa Drumadha Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Preshtalabi Savyamano Smarami Shriman Rasa Rasarampi Vangsivata Tatastita Karshan Veno Svanair Gopir Gopinatha Shri Estuna Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dejatarane Esha Pushpanjali. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Dejatarane Esha Pushpanjali. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Dejatarane Esha Pushpanjali. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajakcharis Tadasasi Samad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Vyasa Puja Festival of Srila Prabhupada ki. Go Premanande.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Banda Mohi Shavadhana Mate. Banda Mohi Shavadhana Mate. Yahara Prashadhe Bhai E Bhavatoriya Jai. Yahara Krishna prapti hoy yaha hoy te. Krishna prapti hoy yaha hoy te. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Kya. Arana Kori Ho Mane Asha. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati. Ye prashade pure sarva asha. Ye prashade pure sarva asha. Shakudana dilo ye janme janme Prabhu se. Shakudana dilo ye janme janme Prabhu se. Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashito. Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashito. Prema Bhakti Yaha Hoite Avidya Vinasajate. Prema Bhakti Yaha Hoite Avidya Vinasajate. Vedega Yaha Racharito. Vedega Yaha Racharito. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu. Lokanath Lokera Jivana. Prabhupada Lokera Jivana. Haha Prabhu Koradai Deho More Padachaya. Haha Prabhu Koradai Deho More Padachaya. Ebe Yashka Shukri Bhuvana. Ebe Yashka Shukri Bhuvana. Haha Prabhu Koradai Deho More Padachaya. Haha Prabhu Koradaya Deho More Padachaya. Haha Prabhu Koradaya Deho More Padachaya. Ebe Yashka Shukri Bhuvana. Prabhupada Patita Pavana. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol, Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai 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 Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Jai 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 Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajakcharyas Taras Shishmat, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki, ISKCON's founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki, Anant Gauri Vaishnav Vrinda Ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki, Prem Se Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudhi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Sham Kund Radha Kund Giri Gotha Dan Ki, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki, Shri Mayapur Dham Ki, Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki, Shri Shri Radha Radhanath Ki, Shri Giri Govardhan Ki, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ki, Srila Prabhupada Ki, ISKCON's founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki, Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja Ki, Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja Ki, Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja Ki, Go Premanande. All glories to their Samal devotees. All glories to their Samal devotees. All glories to their Samal devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Haribol. Take the mridanga. Pick up the mridanga. Yeah? Come on. Yeah. No, you're going to play the mridanga. Yeah. Okay. You ready? Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.